stop talking.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just soloing it. How long has it been? We're here at Sticky Notes up in Toluca Lake with sound designer extraordinaire, mixer extraordinaire, Steven Gale. Yeah, we're in a big room and just exploding our eardrums for 12 hours a day. Yeah, so Matt and I got to multitask. Matt's got to be back at Rocket Jump to supervise color and level up his Destiny character. And I gotta be here. I got 2 computers. I got Jimmy's laptop because my Air isn't good enough for that, but my Air is good enough for other stuff. So I'm doing 2 computers at once, doing visual effects while sound's going on. It's mostly working. It's mostly working. So there's actually a lot of Foley this season. We actually had a dedicated Foley artist who was over at Sticky Notes in their Foley room, just like clomping around with props and tools and metal and staplers to round out the sound design.
I'll just watch the screen and try to mimic all their movements.
I think my office is the same case as office. I'm not sure about.
So like if they turn around and be like, and then after I record it, then I pitch shift it to make it sound more like a gun.
Today we're at the tail end of our sound mix, and we're joined by our composer, Igor Nemirovsky. You're done, so you get to.
I get to have fun.
Hang out and make fun of us while we try and finish the rest of the show. But all your stuff is done, right? You're
Yeah,
done.
I get to sleep.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we use a live orchestra once again. This orchestra was in Prague, so a bunch of Eastern Europeans had to deal with our crap.
None of the musicians speak English, and the conductor speaks English pretty well, so it's pretty good. It's just, it can be a little bit of a slower process, because you have to give your notes, and you wait a little bit. Yeah, they'll do fine. Ow.
Hey, as you can tell, I'm cast downstairs by myself at 1:30 in the morning. Everyone else gets to be up in the AC'd office. Not Eli. Not Eli. But it's a job. Doing a screen replacement. Now, apparently they didn't put markers on it. So what happens with this is a pain in the butt because it doesn't track on anything. So you have to manually do it by hand. Freddie tried to help as much as he could, and then he apologized.
Eli's downstairs like a true bro. But night after night, once again, Matt and I ride.
Can't do it. So bad.
What? That'd be so dirty, Matt.
I know. This thing's just hard.
That'd be so dirty. It'd be the dirtiest thing you've ever done.
Dude,
I don't know how we would.
Dude, it's only 140.
Yeah, it's 140 after 7 days of 140s.
After 7 days of like 440s.
It's like hiking, you can't stop. You can't stop. It's so
I know,
hard to
stop.
start.
Don't
Ah!
Don't
Push-ups.
What's the last
Nectar.
No! No!
Yeah. Not only are there no cooks in there for you or anything, but I was showing you, there's like 6 non-completely drunk cokes. Who the f would have a Mexican coke and then not drink it?
This is too much. Too bad.
Just put some in the fridge. Oh, dude. Ah.
Is it in?
It's in. Ah.
The troll sequence was conceptualized somewhere in Rocket Jump, and they had this awesome idea of having a troll coming out and destroying Brian and Ted there. And that was all well until we had to go and take care of it. And it actually turned out to be a lot of work. There was modeling, there was the texturizing, there was the animation, there was the tracking of the scene, all this stuff. You know, one at a time is not very difficult, but it all takes quite a bit of time. And when you put it all together and try to make it feel real and engaging, that's when it starts to get difficult. We were on set for a bit. We had a really cool location. It was on top of this hill, and like everywhere you looked very fantasy-ish. We kind of had an idea how big the troll was going to be, but we weren't totally sure. And all we do, like the whole day, we were going around taking HDRs of the entire scene just to make sure that we had proper lighting in every shot. So when we get the guy in the scene, the troll, the chrome is good and everything reflects right and the light's in the right spot. We had a problem actually a lot with tracking markers because there was nothing around. It was just grass, and there was stuff way in the distance, but there was nothing in the foreground. And you can't really track trees and stuff that's blowing around because you won't get a solid track. So we actually had to set up all these tripods and stuff that later we had to paint out. The amount of time that these big movies have to put into one shot, we didn't have that amount of time. They have year to years. We have month to months. So, and we don't have the massive crew that they have. We don't have like 20 people working on one shot. We have a group of 5 people working on the whole thing. So yeah, it's not as easy as we thought it would be, but it was still a really cool experience trying to get everything, you know, the way the Rocket Jump guys wanted it, and seeing it all play out. Like we were doing one shot at a time, another shot, we'd add a little bit into the edit, but then you start to see it all come together, and it's really cool. It's definitely the most difficult thing we've done in the whole video game high school series.
We said that we wouldn't do this time.
Some of the things are our fault.
So I think the fault of DaVinci Resolve.
Those things are our fault.
You're right.
We should have hired VFX guys like literally the moment we started in post-production. That's where we're all the time.
Yeah.
It's the double-edged sword of knowing VFX, so we think it's easy and we just do it. But like literally like 3 months ago, we should have hired 2 people essentially. We should never be in a situation where we have 300 shots coming in 2 days before. That's insane. So dumb. Be easier if we cared less. Good. Alright. Let's get that. Have somebody else do effects. We'll check it.
No. Nope. Thank God we have these.
What? So?
Yeah.
How do most finish? Like,
They have more than 2 people doing it. 3 people.
and it's not the directors. I feel like David Fincher isn't.
I feel like nobody's here in this situation. We're the only idiots in this situation. That's how we get ourselves in it. That's how we save money. But we don't make any money, so it's not like the show should not exist. Everything about this show is an impossibility.
Whoa! What did I come out to?
It's just us very, very tired.
Dude, you guys, we got this.
What are you doing, man?
Dropping in every single shot as resolve won't work for us. So every shot that's 48. A frame rate, by the way, which we won't deliver until who knows when, if ever, this year. Stupid idea.
Yeah, no one likes 48, huh? It's like that uncle that you're ashamed of.
Look at that.
He doesn't come around anymore, does he? That's what 48 frames per second is.
So many shots. So I don't know how to do VFX, and there's a lot of VFX to do. It looks like.
It's all the red.
All the red here. Just let me sit down here.
I tried updating the spreadsheet as I went. Basically anything that isn't green is stuff that we have to do or get.
Okay, that's me. That's absolutely me to address now.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that hard. Alright, you know what? This would be the best thing ever right now.
I don't want drag it. I don't want f***ing drag it every single time. What the f***? It works every time, except right now.
You wanted it at noon? Why noon? What's the time at noon?
We're 10 minutes off.
Well, we have to go and bring it to them, though.
Yeah, that we do.
So they wanted it at noon.
I am designating that as our time.
This is gonna be hilarious for 2 weeks of this, and then just a lukewarm reception. Can't wait. That's even worse than if people just outright hated it, because at least you provoked emotion in one case. If it was just like,
why do we do
it was just like awkwardly.
so dumb to be all 6 of us to be 4 hours?
Well, it's a double feature, right?
Double. Sure.
Yeah. All your dumbass jokes. That's the worst when you come after a screening, right? Afterwards, and everyone's just standing around like, that was, yeah.
Alright, guys, we did that.
I've been to those. You've been to those? It's awkward. You don't know what to say. It still continues to blow my mind that anybody watches this thing willingly. Well, anybody does anything that associates with us at all willingly.
Indiegogo screening.
I think social lubricant sounded like processed. Now we're going over our final QC notes after the screening and just really quickly going through the episodes and writing all the final fixes for sound and making sure we know VFX need to be dropped in, and there's like 4 or 5 little edit changes we're making based off the screening and just stuff that we wanted to fix anyways.
We're gonna do the screen or we're gonna be awake for it. I'm gonna be excited and just sharp and not be rambling incoherently.
I mean, people laughed. Everybody said they liked it.
People laughed. But see, there's a problem.
They wouldn't say that to your face if they didn't like it though, so, you know.
I know.
Everybody's gonna say, man.
In the back of your head,
sucked.
do you just fear that everyone's just lying to us?
I don't fear it, I suspect it.
That's what I mean.
But
like,
that's just like the paranoia.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I suspect that everyone's just faking it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people liked it. At least liked it enough. I guess that's all you can hope for. That people are entertained. Seems ridiculous after all the work you put into it, but you know.
I hope people like it enough. Matt Arnold. The most you can hope for is that people like it enough.
They say you really have to enjoy the process of doing this, because if you do it based off of the end results of people liking it or not, you're probably gonna kill yourself. Like, you should really enjoy the writing and directing and editing of it, because that way, no matter what happens, at least you had a fun time doing it.